Have you ever taken off your wedding ring to appear as if you were single?
That's a good question. Would you do that?
Hell no.
It's okay.
She's definitely done it.
Yes, I have.
You can't trust these.
Since you've been married, have you ever had sexual relations with someone other than your husband?
Frank! My boy! Frank! Welcome everybody to Sensitive Society. My name is Bello and with me is
Madam Shehu.
And together we make up the Sensitive Society. We are here to react to a video. It's called The Moment of Truth, one of the most controversial episodes ever to not have aired because it was apparently like way too polarizing and shit like that. So, well, naturally, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, well, that's something I have to watch. So here I am watching with my good friend, Madam Shehu. And Madam, you think this should be an interesting one? Have you ever heard of the show, The Moment of Truth?
I've never heard of this show, so this should be interesting.
It will be interesting.
This must be the reason why it's off the air now.
So, like, apparently there was incidents where people got, after the show and after all that was said and done, contestants, their marriages failed. I think one contestant might have taken their own life. That's how powerful this show is. And you probably wondered, like, why would people get on this type of show if that could be a possible outcome? And the primary motive is money. You can win up to $500,000 doing this show, which I think most people are willing to put their reputation on the line
for $500,000
for the check. You feel me? But you know what they say, if you can't stand the heat, stay the fuck out of the kitchen.
Yikes.
Okay, so you ready to get into it?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
The controversial episode you weren't supposed to see. Housewife Lauren Cleary will say anything in her attempt to win $500,000.
Do you know things about your father that you keep secret from your mother? Do you believe you might have been in love with a former boyfriend on your wedding day?
Her truth leaves her family shocked.
It's never that deep.
Oh, but it gets
Since you've been married, have you ever had sexual relations with someone other than your husband?
Oh!
And just when she thinks it can't get any worse.
This question will not be asked by me. It's by a surprise guest, your ex-boyfriend Frank.
Dang.
If I wanted to get back together with you, would you leave your husband?
Dog! Oh, God!
That's too far.
That is too far.
You see where I have to take us?
Whoa. The fact that you found this.
Lauren Cleary is a 26-year-old hair salon assistant from Piermont, New York. She is the oldest of 3 children. She is married to a New York City police officer. She was asked over 50 questions by a polygraph examiner. 21 have been chosen for tonight.
Lauren Cleary, this is your moment of truth. Lauren, as you know, there are 6 levels of questioning. The further you go, the harder the questions get, and the more money you can win. You can quit at any time, Lauren. Take the money. But once you hear a question, you have to answer that question. And remember, if you're caught lying even one time, you lose everything and the game is over.
I'm Frank, Lauren's husband.
Hello, Frank.
I'm
Who's
Jay,
so freaking
Lauren's
young?
father.
Like a baby.
I'm Lauren's mother. Hi, I'm Monica, Lauren's sister.
She looks just...
brother.
Welcome to all of
She
you.
looks just like her mom.
Question 1. As an employee of a hair salon, have you ever told a customer you liked their hairstyle when in fact you didn't?
Well, no, I have never.
That answer is true.
Have you ever flashed a stranger just for laughs? Frank, you think she's ever flashed a stranger? You know her.
I flash strangers, so I'm sure she's flashed strangers. So I think
He looks like a college student.
I'm saying, he looks so
Let's
young.
go to you. Would you give food to a stray dog before you would give it to a homeless person?
Ooh.
Well, I would have to say I'd rather give food to a dog rather than to a person.
That's crazy. What the hell?
That's weird.
Why would you do
Your
that?
answer would be yes?
Yes.
That's Lauren.
That answer is true.
One of the things I find so interesting about this program is that you'll answer something like that, and invariably the audience will applaud. That's right. Don't give food to homeless. Give it to the dog.
They just look at you with a cute puppy face.
What the hell is that?
What? A human life?
Is he joking? I hope he's joking.
Got your brother and your sister here. Are you too close to Lauren?
Absolutely.
Lauren,
He
you
is
say
doing
you're
it.
Right.
He's like, not really.
You're like,
That's cute. Have you ever derived pleasure when one of your siblings has gotten into trouble?
duh.
I want to get to the level 6 levels. That's when it gets like they start getting into it.
Child.
Yes, I have.
Who doesn't? I love it when my sisters get in trouble.
That answer is
I believe that.
true.
Have you ever been fired from a job for stealing money?
Well. Okay.
Are you waiting for them to hit the button?
No, not waiting at all.
You're okay with
I'm okay with this. I've come to terms with accepting this. So, yes, I have gotten fired from job.
That answer is true.
Okay.
Dang.
That's fine, Lauren.
You like that?
But now all the jobs she gonna apply.
Right.
Like,
Hey, aren't you that chick that admitted to stealing money from the company?
So,
And he a cop.
right. And he's a cop.
Officer. So, what do you think about this, Frank?
Well, I arrested her, and so by me arresting her is me marrying her. So she's in my prison.
You are romantic, Frank.
That's what you came up with. This Frank. Sir.
We've only just. If you knew you wouldn't get caught, would you steal money from your place of employment?
I don't have the heart for it. Would you?
oh
No,
my goodness.
absolutely not.
Kind of tricky to answer given what you've just shared, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much, because it will kind of contradict itself. I am going to have to say, no, I would not.
That answer is
Something we'll find out right
Oh,
after
you
the break. We'll
bitch
find out
ass
more
nigga.
about Truth, Frank, you believe it.
I do. I do not think she would again.
Simping
that
ain't
answer
pimping.
is true.
So what do you think about the show so far?
It's interesting so far. Easy question so far.
Yeah, this is only the $10,000 mark. They go up to 500,000, and so it's separated into different
I
quadrants.
can only imagine the spiciness.
Oh yeah, this is definitely one of their most controversial. 5.1 million views, because this is, I think, one of their most controversial ones.
Since you've been married, have you ever pretended to be asleep in order to avoid having sex with your husband, Frank? How do you think the answer is?
I'm crying.
We'll see.
So, all right. Well, the question's on you, Lauren. Since you've been married, have you ever pretended to be asleep in order to avoid having sex with your husband, Frank?
Look at him. Look at him.
Headache, so yes.
Cool. All he could do is just like sit there.
Right.
Dang.
Don't you think it's common? Don't you think?
Yeah, I'm not. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just funny.
Do you blame your husband for your lack of close friends?
Ooh.
Why would he be to blame for that?
Yeah, I don't know. Good question.
Yes, I do.
You trifling. What the hell did he do?
Answer is true.
It's getting deeper.
Would you ever be a surrogate mother for your sister if she were unable to have children?
Ooh, that's a hard question.
Is it?
I don't know what I would do. If I was in her shoes, I don't know what I would do.
Yes, I would.
Well, she said yes. Is that a hard thing for like a sister to do? America, what do you think? You think it's hard? Do you think it's hard if you're like, for all the sisters out there, would it be hard for you to do that, to be a surrogate for your sister if she couldn't bear children?
I think it would be hard for me in particular, because what if you really don't want to have children in general?
Oh, right.
And then what does it look like me having your child if I really don't even want to give birth? I don't want to go through the birthing process.
Right, copy. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. I completely understand now.
Would you say you're close to mom and dad?
Pretty close. Again, not as close as I would like to be, but
You aware of that?
Oh, so they don't like?
I love her unconditionally.
Do you think your parents are proud of you? This is one of those questions that looks easy.
yeah,
But you and I both know how hard that can be.
yeah.
The truth, Lauren.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
I don't think it's that tough. I would answer it
Answer
in a
that.
heartbeat.
Be right back. Right after
I
this.
hate this guy.
Do you think your parents are proud of you? Mom and dad, are you proud of her?
We've had this discussion.
If you have
Do
to
you
say
think
that,
Your
then
parents are proud of you. Yes.
Oh, I think
or
they
no?
are. I think that means we are proud of you no matter what.
No, I don't think my parents are proud of me.
That answer is
he looked like. Didn't we have a conversation about
Here comes the tear boxes. Napkins. He probably said that saying that we do think we are proud of you.
Mom and dad, are you proud of her?
She doesn't have anything to make me proud of her. I love her unconditionally.
What about the mom? Mom ain't say shit.
Yeah, she didn't say
Yes.
nothing.
Mom is like, I'm trying to stay
She
quiet.
literally has
Answer
not said
question
anything
11.
throughout this whole
Truthfully.
episode.
Lauren, this is your $25,000 moment of truth. Question 11. Do you know things about your father that you keep secret from your mother?
He's just like, huh?
I mean, it could be as simple as eating something unhealthy.
Could be. It
Yes,
could
I
be, or
do.
it could be something else. Ah, he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's awkward as heck.
It is.
Yeah.
This entire show is awkward. We're $25,000 richer, baby.
$25,000. How does that feel?
Feels good.
Promised you that these questions would get more personal. They were already very personal, far more personal than half the people watching the show would even endure. And I'm looking at this next tier, not later on, right now. It's going to get deep. You want to continue? Ready?
Well, to be honest, I am really not concerned about the money. I feel a lot better getting everything I need to get off my chest.
Oh, so this is. Oh! So she wanted to just do this. I didn't know that. I think I skipped that part. So. Wow. You hear that, America? Her motive was simply just.
To get things off her chest instead of just going to her family and saying, look.
Oh, but you
This
know
is-
why? Because there's no money in that.
So it is about the money.
Yeah, it is. I guess her way is like, I get to air this shit out and I get money. So she's like, kill two birds.
But then you air it out in front of all
The
of
entire
America.
world.
Okay.
Yeah, we all know your dirty business. And now your family's also embarrassed. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this is definitely, the money is part of it.
See what that means?
Keep going.
We're going to keep going.
Here you go. Just 4 questions.
How's the communication between you and your husband, Frank?
We're working on it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Frank?
Yeah.
Question 12. Do you secretly stay in touch with any boyfriends that your husband does not know about?
He gonna go arrest them.
What do you think, Frank?
I think I want to hear her answer.
He's like, I don't trust you.
The answer is no.
Really?
That answer is
Might be true.
true.
But why did she be like scared about?
Remember, it's a polygraph. So you could fail polygraph exam.
That's 12.
But she probably passed that
That
just
one
enough.
scared me. Yeah. Scared you, Frank?
A little bit. I got confidence in her though.
You have
I
confidence?
trust her.
Uh-huh.
No, you didn't.
No, yeah. You know.
Moved recently, and you don't have as many friends as you used to have, but do you occasionally like the girls' night out?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's important to have those nights.
This you know what this host is doing? He's like beefing it up a bit, like he's like giving some preface to what he's about to say next.
Yeah.
And he's coming off like, oh, so is that what's going on in your life? You think everything is all sunshine and rainbows? Is that it? Oh, so you think your husband are like happy? Okay. Well, how many times have you cheated on your husband?
Have you ever taken off your wedding ring to appear as if you were single?
That's a good question. Would you do that?
Hell no.
That's a good one. That.
Oh, she's gonna say no.
Right in the ticker. Right there.
I just warned you.
Yep.
No,
She
it's okay.
she's definitely done
Yes,
it.
I have.
Ah! You can't trust these. Oh.
Answer is
Oh boy.
That
Shit.
I wouldn't trust Chris after this. I'd be like, we have a lot of things to talk about after
That's
this.
13 truthful answers.
So Shadi said that she doesn't keep in contact with any ex-boyfriends, but she's more than willing to take off that ring and appear single.
So what does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen?
America, it means that Shadi is not that loyal.
Nor is she happy in her marriage. I don't think she's happy in her marriage.
She definitely is not. She's very much not so, and it sucks because now look, everybody suffers.
I'll just ask you this before we get into the question. Did you and your husband have a nice honeymoon? Do you believe you might have been in love with a former boyfriend on your wedding day?
Woo! I think. Hold on, before she answers this, do you think you can be in love with multiple people at the same time?
At the same time, no.
You don't think so?
I think you'll trick yourself into thinking that, but your heart will always choose one over the other. Like think of it like this: I'm in love with you, but then Ashley, I'm also in love with. But if you ask me to rate it, give it a number. 99 is you, Ashley is 98. Therefore, my heart will go with you.
The mom is just her face the whole time.
I don't think the mom likes her.
What did she say?
She says she. Yes, I believe I was.
answer is
The mom is so disappointed. This is really good.
14 truthful answers. One more, you win $100,000.
Just get this 100 grand
I'm sure I'm
quick.
not the only
It's not. It hasn't been that
Girl
controversial so far.
Your
Are you
choice,
sure?
Frank.
She takes off her wedding ring to appear single. She was in love with another man on the wedding day.
No.
So far, if I was the husband, I would feel some type of way.
Ex-boyfriends.
Yeah.
Everybody does. I didn't know that.
Wait, so what would you do in that scenario? If you found out here that your wife takes off her ring when she goes out with her friends, now you don't trust her going out. Then she also was in love or is in love, whatever. On the wedding day, on your wedding day, she wasn't only thinking about you, she was thinking about her ex.
Her and I are gonna have to like go to marriage counseling, but I'm gonna be real with you. It's not gonna last longer. Not so much as the wedding day joint, you know what I'm saying? Like, America, the way I see it is that I can't control your thoughts on the wedding day. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna think of so many things. I'm probably thinking of like what I'm gonna eat for dinner when I'm like at the wedding vows. You feel me? No bullshit, no bullshit. Like, this is just real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then the wedding thing. Keep in mind, like, them asking this question about her taking off her wedding ring and appearing single. He has no idea how many times she's done that. We've only known that she's done it. But like, she's probably done it 100 times. For God, they've been married for 2 years, bruh. Ever since they were married,
And you know what's crazy is that they've only been married for 2 years.
and their marriage is pretty damn young.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why I kind of feel bad for him. But imagine if it was like a 30-year marriage.
I feel like it would make sense if it's 30 years because sometimes you get tired of your spouse. But
That's
2
kinda
years?
Sad. That's sad. I don't like thinking of that.
I mean, it's the truth though. Sometimes you
But
get
don't
to-
tell me that my wife of 30 years has been taking off her wedding ring to go appear single type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, girl, like, what the fuck?
But sometimes you want that attention after 30 years of being with someone. I'm not married, I don't know. But this is my thought process. This is what I would,
It's shit like this that makes me feel like I just shouldn't get married. Because
No.
I don't think because like divorce rates are on the rise,
But-
monogamy is becoming less and less common. I'm hearing people are trying to convert to poly, whatever the hell that thing is
Polyamory.
called. Polyamory, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, you know what I'm saying? When you think about it, we have so much access to new people thanks to social media and technology. It honestly makes monogamy seem like a wasteful effort. Why spend your time with just one person when you can have like as many people as you want? Look at celebrities. Celebrities are the prime example of that shit. Like, they are the people who literally have it all, and we look up to them. You know what I'm saying? But do you think those people are practicing monogamy? Hell no. You think Will Smith and Jada are the only ones in Hollywood that got side pieces? You best believe Will Smith got some side pieces of his own. The only difference between him and Jada's is that Jada's don't know how to keep his mouth shut. That's the issue, August. But like, Will got plenty of side pieces, but he keeps them in line and make sure they don't talk.
Okay, and that's what scares you is the...
It just scares me because humans are changing. You know what I'm saying? The dating game has changed. It's been revolutionized, and it's been
there's poop and pee in it.
yeah. And it's like low key, we have re-engineered this whole dating shit, and sex is becoming more of a goal, and people are just so selfish in relationships and love, kind of et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Marriage is like, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I still say people should go for it. I'm not going to give up on marriage, but at the same time, like, I'm slowly coming to grips with the fact that if I don't get married at all, I'm okay with that.
Ooh.
I'm okay with
Ladies, you know what it is? I think people just marry because I don't think love is enough to get married to someone.
Speak.
I think we have all these butterflies and rainbows and whatever the heck we think of when we meet somebody, but ultimately we don't really think about what happens when we combine finances, what happens when we add children into the mix. And also, when we talk about submission, and I know that people have their opinions about the word submission and what that means and what that looks like. Be careful who you marry at the same time. Like, just because, like we said, you love someone, my thing is, I feel like, and this is why, and everyone has their own opinion, whoever you believe in, that's cool. I feel like if you believe in a higher power, if you believe in God, I feel like dating obviously won't be, it's not easy, but it'll be easier. Because you know who's for you and who's not. And when we come to the word or the term submission, people are submitting to people they don't need to be submitting to, and then have an issue with wasting 25 years of their life with someone when you should be submitting to someone who is submitting to a higher power, because at least that higher power knows the ins and outs of everything. I would be more confident in submitting to someone like that.
So I guess it sounds like your argument is like it comes from a place of faith, and that you should always move with faith when trying to marry.
I personally think you should, because I feel like, how can't you? I don't know. How can't you? You don't know tomorrow. God knows tomorrow. You don't know 10 years from now. God does.
If I can challenge you. So what about people who don't necessarily have a faith? You know what I mean? Like those who It's not like they don't like God or they don't like religion or spirituality, but they just don't really have the time for it in their lives, because there are plenty of people who are like that. I can't really imagine many people who got married because, oh, God said I should do this. They did it probably because like they fell in love with that person, you know what I mean? So what would you say to those people who don't have like who don't really have the spiritual factor?
Then you married out of love. I mean, that's it. Then
That's it.
I mean, what can... Because if you don't have that spiritual spirituality in your marriage, you're basing off of love, the things of the world, you know? So, I mean, there's nothing to it. It's just that's how you want to run your marriage.
By love.
Right. By love. And you work it out yourself. However, people who believe in a higher power, they have spiritual forces, outside forces working with them, coming together, bringing them together. That's the difference.
Okay, I get it. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying you could do marriage you could do however you want to. I'm saying if you fear marriage and you fear, you know, divorce or whatever, and obviously you can still get divorced because people have free will. However, I feel like you understand, like, for example, let's say you get in an argument, right? Say we get in an argument.
And we get in arguments all the time.
Yeah. But I think the difference is, especially when you have a relationship with God or a higher power, whatever y'all want to believe in, sometimes even when I argue with my friends or something, or I have issues with my friends, God will be like, do you want to look at that situation differently? Because you were upset at this, but you didn't even communicate this. So you have someone else playing into your marriage that's helping you not take offense to things that you don't have to. Like, God is playing a role in your mind about your partner and vice versa. And so you guys are understanding each other more with someone who actually understands us. And he's like, okay, let's think about this. And you'll have your own relationship with God. He'll talk to you about it, and we coming together, and we're like, okay, let's look at this a different way. That's why I do God.
You really are ready for number 15, but if you want it, I'm going to give it to you. Okay?
You're making
I'm
this
scared.
worse than it is.
I don't think I can make this worse than it is.
Damn.
This is your $100,000 moment of truth. And this question will not be asked by me.
Oh,
It's
God.
by a surprise guest.
Oh my.
Lauren, can you tell everybody who this is?
Fuck.
Or do I need to do
I
it?
can see why.
Or do I need to do it? Oh, he's different. This is a different show.
I can't speak right now, so.
This is your ex-boyfriend, Frank.
I can see they have, like, he gives bad boy type of vibes.
Really?
He gives bad boy.
Oh!
Oh, it's his looks. I'm judging.
His
but,
looks? He's wearing a button down with some slacks. That's bad boy?
Frank has a
Bad
question
boy's
for
kind of
you.
weird.
Okay,
He,
never
like,
mind.
his aura is giving bad boy.
America, what do you think? You
And
think that's
I
bad
hope
boy?
this $100,000, if you win it, is worth this question. If you don't want the answer, you still have the button. I don't need to remind
The
you.
dad.
This question is for $100,000. When you're ready, question.
Oh, the
The
dad.
dad seems really sweet.
If I wanted to get back together with you, would you leave your husband?
Fuck.
Is that even... If you really didn't contemplate that, why is that hard?
Because they probably, when they asked her, when they gave her the polygraph, he looked like he was happy to cause, like,
Frank has a
chaos.
question.
So, like,
That's
he came
why.
in,
That's
like,
why I'm
yeah.
saying he gives bad boy vibes.
No, that's not bad boy. That's just douchebag.
And I
vibes.
hope
Okay, I
this
guess
$100,000, if
douchebag.
you win it, is worth this question.
He knows
You
what the
don't
fuck
want
he did.
the answer.
We know what the question was.
Question is a devastating question. Of course. You could avoid this right now by hitting the button, Frank.
He wants to know the answer.
No.
Yeah, of course he does, and he damn right deserves it. Oh, the sister. The sister. Fuck.
So what does that mean?
I think that saves her.
Okay. Hold on a second. Audience, I know that this is entertaining to watch, but this is real. Frank wanted to hear the answer to this question. Monica, why did you hit the button?
I don't want to hear that answer. I don't think anyone will want to hear that answer.
Okay. I have a question to replace that with. Before I do that, my question to you, Lauren, is did she just save you or cost you $100,000?
Sure, I don't know.
One of the things that you know if you watch the program is that I will replace the question, but I can't guarantee that that question is going to be any easier. Here's another question that your ex-boyfriend Frank will ask in place. So, I've given Frank an alternate question. It replaces the one that Monica stopped. If you are truthful, it'll be worth $100,000, and I hope, Lauren, that is a gamble that's worth it for you. So, ex-boyfriend Frank, once again, question 15.
Do you believe I'm the man you should be married to?
That's worse.
That's even worse.
That's worse.
Fuck. Oh.
Jesus. Why would you even agree to this?
Well,
Oh. My boy, I'm sorry, bro.
I want to be honest and say yes.
I would never wish this on my worst enemy. As a man, just seeing this,
So
I
why
can
didn't
feel
she
it.
get married to him? And he's smart. You see?
Of course, he's a douchebag. Congratulations, you're $100,000 richer. Walk
I don't
out.
know what to say. You've answered 15 questions truthfully. You've won $100,000. First of all, Frank, is there anything you want to say at this point?
No, there's really nothing else I can really hear. So
Oh no, there's
might
more.
as well just go for it.
No, there's more, bro. There's so much more.
Have you guys talked about this?
She hasn't reached
situation at all?
500,000 yet.
Yeah, earlier on in our marriage, but I mean, I didn't know he was still an issue.
Oh.
I mean, with an answer like that, I can only assume that you're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you unhappy?
Now he is.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Lauren? What do we do here?
This is
Come on, what else is there? You know what I mean?
What?
Go for it.
This is a little bigger than the game right now.
Duh.
So you have $100,000, okay? You leave here with $100,000 right now, and you go home with your husband, Frank, and you have to now figure out where you two are.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell her to go. What else is there to tell me? What else is there to really tell me?
Right.
I mean, there's more, obviously. They're not at the end of the game. They asked you more questions. Don't, son. Like, just handle this in private. Don't do this in
Take
television.
$100,000 and leave.
How many
But
que-
Frank makes a very good point. After this bomb that's been dropped, what else is there? You know, I don't. You know the questions. What else is there? So what do you want to do? You want to leave with $100,000 or 3 more questions get you $200,000?
Oh, so he doesn't know the question?
The boyfriend?
No, this guy.
Oh, I feel like he probably does.
Fine, we're going.
Why would the father promote going?
there's nothing.
Money.
You got this point, the hard questions, you can go now. All the rest
You
What do you think of that? What do you think of that? The entire family, America, what do you think about that? The entire family wants her to keep going, I guess to make the money, knowing damn well that the more they go, the more personal and damning the questions will be.
Yeah, but it's not affecting them because at this point it's just mainly been her
It
marriage.
is exactly, and that's affecting them in a way. And also, like, they've already talked about like her stealing from her job, her doing all sorts of like crazy stuff. So I mean, her parents not being proud of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their daughter, that's her siblings. Like, this is affecting them. And also, again, this is the entire family's reputation because she's connected to them niggas. So every time they see them, they're always gonna remember their daughter and be like, "Oh yeah, your daughter's crazy."
I feel like the job thing, the stealing the money at the job, that one was a little off. But I think the whole marriage stuff, I mean, that doesn't really involve the parents or whatever.
But so the family's willing to throw that husband under the fucking bus.
That's what it looks like.
Just for some bread.
That's what it looks like.
No one so the only person that's gonna lose is him. Is Frank, the boyfriend, the husband. And he's losing.
And her.
Nah, she getting the money. She might lose her respect from her husband and probably her family and probably the entire United States and anybody else watching this shit. But she's $100,000 richer.
So money comes and goes. Do you know how quick that $100,000 can go?
She came on this show knowing damn well this is what's gonna happen. She's gonna lose her respect from her peers. She's going to embarrass herself, embarrass her family, embarrass her husband, probably ruin the marriage in the process. But she's gonna walk out with some dollars in her pockets.
You said that. But people have killed themselves because of this. And people have divorced.
Marriages have been ruined, relationships have been ruined, reputations have been destroyed because people honestly are willing to put it all on the line for some cash. But then they find out that after it's all said and done, they got the money in the bank, but their entire social life and professional life is destroyed. There's nothing left. Money won't give you love. Money just is money. So you kill yourself because you realize it wasn't worth it. Your relationships with your family, friends, and your professional life were worth way more than some dollars. And that's what I'm saying here. Like this show literally could cause you to self-destruct. Because you don't even realize that because you're so focused on the money, and then when you come out, you realize
you actually have to deal with the issues you caused.
Exactly, and you think you can't just throw money at that shit too. You can't throw money at your husband trying to forgive you. That nigga gonna walk away from you.
Yeah.
And now,
and you just embarrassed him in front of everyone.
Let's see what she does next.
Mom, what do you say for her to do?
I say.
Mom always
live it now.
Yes, the mom is smart.
It's the first time I heard her say that.
And she was wise. She's been thinking, yo, shawty, you've already done enough. Just take your money and go. She want to go for $200. America, this is a mess.
I will let you know that the questions I've already asked you, a couple of them, are way over my line. This one's further than that. You probably know what's coming next.
Yo, I hate this host. He's such an antagonizer.
Since you've been married, have you ever had sexual relations with someone other than your husband?
Frank! My boy! Frank!
They're really targeting her relationship.
I wish the button was still there.
Yeah, telling me.
Frank!
I'm gonna have to say yes.
That answer is true.
Well, okay. She had an affair.
She is so unhappy in this marriage. Get a divorce. Come on.
Oh, it's coming now. It's definitely coming.
Yeah.
And you know what? The money she wins from this game is she's gonna have to pay the lawyers with to get this divorce.
No.
Do you
think you're a good person? This is the easiest question.
They should have started with this one.
Right. Frank said, fuck no.
Honestly, I think I am a good person.
Oh!
So your answer is?
Yes.
Saw his face?
This is such a stupid question.
You saw his face?
Mm-mm.
No. Wait.
Honestly, I think I am a good person.
Look at This is the face of a man who's just had it.
He's over it.
He's so over this.
So your answer is?
Yes.
That answer is
No, it's not.
He's the dad. He's gonna keep loving her no matter what.
false.
She lost. She loses everything. She loses everything.
So she did all of that?
For no money.
Lauren, I am so sorry. Why do you think this came up as a lie for you when I asked you if you think you're a good person?
Because even after
Pride.
everything that I have done, stealing the money and everything, I think that I've become a better person. That's why I think I am a good person.
Yet it came up as a lie, which means that somewhere in you,
You don't think that.
you haven't forgiven yourself. And you, somewhere, your truth is that you don't think you're a good person at all.
Is this guy like a psychologist? Like, damn!
Family, and I thank you very much, Lauren, for being on the show. I wish you the best.
That's embarrassing.
She's gonna need the best. Well, madam.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. So, what did you think of the show?
I thought it would be worse than this.
Really?
But, but that's pretty bad too.
Yeah. I think this is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to watch. I get secondhand embarrassment pretty easily. So I was with Frank the entire time, and I was with the mom too, because the mom, I could tell, was just trying to like signal her daughter, yo, take this money, shut the fuck up, let's get out of here. We don't need to do this anymore. But she just wasn't picking up the signals. I wouldn't do this shit. That's for damn sure.
I would
not
never
do this show.
do this.
You wouldn't do it?
Not finna expose me to the world.
Right, for some cash?
For some cash that will go in like 2 seconds?
Right.
Literally.
And then like now, yo, I guarantee you that these people definitely lost their marriage. It's gone. It's out the window.
I wonder if they have like what's it called? Like let's revisit.
Oh yeah,
these.
no, but the show's canceled.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like,
There's no reunion. So she's gonna have to.
So I'm so
bankrupt.
confused. So sis really thought she was a good person. If she thought she was a good person.
I think America. I think that was pride. I think she knew that she fucked up and she finally got caught in the act, but she wanted to still come off as a good person, so she lied to herself, saying no, because I'm on this show, I'm confessing my sins, and I'm doing I should be regarded as a hero, but deep down she knows that she still ain't shit.
Because you just made your family look real bad.
You made Frank look like a complete idiot. You made him look like a complete idiot. You saw him smiling throughout the entire episode, and then that smile.
He literally said you're not a good person.
He really shook his head. I fuck no.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to you, Frank. America. Frank, if you're listening, bro, I support you, bro. I feel bad for you. I hope you're doing better in life. I don't know where you are, but I hope you're doing better. I hope you found love. Hopefully you found love, bro. You moved on, and you can forget about her and all this mess. And as for Shawty, I hope you're doing better for yourself. I hope you eventually did forgive yourself. You moved on. I just have to ask you one question. How much did that divorce settlement cost?
And did you go back to your ex?
That's a great question, actually. By the way, what made the ex so tough? Like, why was the ex like?
So this is my theory, and I could be very wrong, and I'm not trying to judge off of looks, but her husband Frank gives more. He's very submissive. He's kind of like your way or it's your way. You get what you want type of vibe. Nice guy. And then the other guy gave bad boy type of vibes, douchey vibes, whatever he wants to. Yeah. I still think it's still the same thing, bad boy vibes. And she like, you know how girls like more of a bad boy type of like the nice guy?
I don't think that. I don't think girls. But go ahead, keep going. Go off.
You don't think girls? I've heard girls tell me that before.
I feel like that's a misconception. I feel like girls don't like necessarily bad boys so much as that they don't like being bored. They like fun. They like excitement. They
I've literally
thrills.
heard women out of their
They
mouth.
generally like criminals, is what they're saying. Okay, those women are weird. But I feel like the majority of women, they just prefer thrills and excitement. And it just so happens that bad boys carry thrills and excitement. This episode is done.
Yay. Well, thank you for watching.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Sensitive Society. You guys have been fantastic. America, I love you. Once again, my name is Bello.
And I'm Madam Shehu.
And we are Sensitive Society. Stay beautiful, stay cool. Peace, get some sleep. We out.
Well, that's a nice one. Peace, get some sleep.